Holy f, it has been a minute.
Make sure to censor that so we don't get demonetized.
Factual, because YouTube be on my male genitalia. But today, we actually have some more Spider-Man 4 news. It's nothing confirmed, it's just rumors and such.
Still?
I know, right? I mean, it's kind of funny. People were expecting some sort of announcement at the recent D23 Disney event, where, to be honest, I was thinking, like, I highly doubt it. It's a Disney Marvel event, not really Sony related. There's no way that was gonna happen. Which, all in all, not gonna lie, the event seemed pretty lackluster. I mean, we got some Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, formerly known as Spider-Man Freshman Year news, and yeah, that's pretty much all there was. There wasn't anything too crazy. Like, we didn't get any official release date, trailer, nothing of the sorts for that project. Obviously, they talked about a couple different projects like What If and something else, but I don't really give a fuck about that shit.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Give me the Spider-Man news.
Facts.
I even posted in my community tab saying the animation panel was pretty underwhelming, which some of you guys agreed with me on that front, so it's nice to know I'm not alone. But enough of the D23 shenanigans. Let's get into why you clicked on this video. Like I said, we got some Spider-Man 4 news.
Yippee!
This time, surprisingly, it's not a director update because God knows we've had enough of those for the past fucking 3 to 4 month time span. We were covering the director pick for this fucking film. We actually have some potential story tidbit updates and as well the title along with the release date, but it's nothing major or definitive, concrete. Actually, low-key thinking about it, that story tidbit thing I said, it's not really a tidbit. Like, they might change the entire fucking story of Spider-Man 4. They might save Kingpin and all that shit for after Secret Wars, but there's kind of a lot that goes into it, so I'll explain it when we get to it. So yeah, we'll be discussing all of the above in today's video, so make sure to stay till the end so you don't miss anything. With that being said, anything not confirmed by anyone official at Sony or Marvel are to be taken with a grain of salt. One last thing before we actually get into the video, I did just upload my TASM 1 review after rewatching it in 2024. So if you haven't checked that out already, go check that out. But yeah, let's actually get into the video now. So first, let's actually go over the title of the film. This rumor is coming from Comic Oddity over on Twitter, where he says Spider-Man 4 will not include a home in the title as the new trilogy is an entirely new arc for Peter. Now my thoughts on this, honestly, this would be a good change, mainly because it's a new chapter in his life, right? It would just make sense for it to not have home in the name. Honestly, might be a hot take, but I kind of just hope it's like Spectacular Spider-Man or something like that. So yeah, that's that. Now we can go over this Cosmic Circus info. Alex from Cosmic Circus hosted a Discord Q&A with fans, so here are all the Spider-Man 4 related questions. Cosmic Circus in general has been a reliable source in the past, but as always, anything is subject to change, and these are rumors currently to take with a grain of salt. First question coming from Raps fan asking, when could we see Spider-Man 4 be released?
Some motherfuckers take forever.
Alex replied with, I'm hearing July 2026 because Marvel removed it from their spot to give it to Sony for Spider-Man 4. Now, before we move on to the rest of the Q&A, I will say that Comic Oddity actually tweeted out a day after this Q&A came out that there isn't a July 2026 release date on this list for Spider-Man 4 to even potentially be released at that time because it would be a Sony release. And if the rumor for Armor Wars being canceled is true, then we're just left with Shang-Chi 2, Doctor Strange 3, Thor 5, and X-Men as possibilities. Now I did try to fact check this. Hold on y'all, mid-editing this video, I guess some new shit came out where Daniel RPK also himself stamped that Spider-Man 4 is releasing July 2026. And this stuff is usually right up his alley, release dates, things along those lines. That's literally in between Doomsday and Secret Wars, so I don't know how this is going to play out, even with the rumors of Tom being the lead of Doomsday or formerly Kang Dynasty, unless those plans changed because they scrapped Kang or something. The only way I see this working out is if Doomsday happens, Tom isn't a part of it, Spider-Man 4 happens, grounded story or whatever, then at the end of Spider-Man 4 we get something where he gets called to help with Secret Wars, something along those lines, whatever. But we'll talk more about this in like a couple minutes or something. Back to the video. Honestly, like, they just need to start filming this year, find a director soon, because if they want to use the symbiote for Secret Wars, how is this gonna work?
Type shit.
Vinny asks what movie will be released between Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Alex responds with, it's looking like Spider-Man 4, but unsure yet.
Ain't no way. Ain't no no fucking way.
Personally, I don't believe that. I think that would be the most awkward thing for Spider-Man 4. But then again, we're gonna revisit this in a minute because there's another question and answer that might actually correlate to this. Someone then asked, what will Zendaya's role be in Spider-Man 4? I'm not even gonna put that one on the screen because that was just a dumbass question.
Bro thought he cooked.
Like I said, I can't even lie. I'm not gonna put you on blast, bro, but that was like one of the most useless questions you could have possibly asked.
Like, what the fuck?
But Spidey asks, when will Spider-Man 4 start filming? And Alex says later this year if they want to keep that date. So basically what we previously heard, but it's possible it pretty much might change, is what that sounds like to me at least. But now this next question is really interesting. Michael asks, do you have any new updates on Spider-Man 4's supporting cast? Would love to know what happens to this version of J. Jonah Jameson, especially since we might get a replacement for J.K. Simmons after Secret Wars. Alex replies with, I think he will stay in his role post Secret Wars. No one else can really do it.
Facts.
As for supporting cast, other characters will be introduced soon. He has heard that Peter will be heading to ESU. There's also a chance for Ned to return. So this is interesting actually, considering what happened in No Way Home, of course, but I don't know. We already know we are getting Zendaya's MJ back, so that was kind of like distasteful to some fans after the ending of No Way Home when we like initially found out Zendaya's coming back for MJ. Also, like this is like low-key a plot hole if they both come back, because I made a video on this, but essentially in No Way Home they literally said Ned and MJ were gonna go to MIT in like Boston, I think, or something like that, and if Peter's gonna go to ESU, that's in New York. So what happened there? Like, how are they gonna explain that? Like, they got accepted into MIT. Are they just gonna randomly fucking last minute decision be like, oh no, we'll just go to ESU? But yeah, again, like I said, essentially like this just makes it feel like, what was the point of No Way Home's ending, right? And I kind of agree. I feel like at least let Tom have a movie without Zendaya and Ned, and then maybe bring them back in 5, or like at the end of 4 at the very least, or something like that. But now hearing Ned might return, I don't know, man. But I will say it would be cool to see him attend ESU. That's pretty typical shit though, or whatever, like as far as Peter. But the next question coming from Crystal Ball asks, would you say we'll see Tom Holland Spider-Man get the symbiote in Spider-Man 4 or in Secret Wars? And Alex replies, I'm thinking Secret Wars.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, there's no better way to do it outside of Secret Wars unless they take some cool inspiration from Kraven's Last Hunt, which we did go over in a video like 6 months ago or something like that. Good video, by the way, check that out. Then last question, Mothman asked, do you know if Kingpin is still in the script for Spider-Man 4? Do you think we'll get an MCU Norman or MCU Otto? Alex replied, there's been a story shift for Spider-Man 4. It's very likely the Kingpin storyline might be saved for post Secret Wars. I'll know more about it soon, but as for Norman and Otto in the MCU, not yet, but soon.
What?
So about the story shift and the Kingpin part post Secret Wars, right? Remember how I said we'll revisit the possibility of Spider-Man 4 dropping between Doomsday and Secret Wars? So right, I think the only way that would make sense and could work is if they don't do a grounded approach for Spider-Man 4. The Kingpin storyline idea is a very grounded idea that's very like in the city of New York. There's no major like outer space multiverse shit going on there, or there can't be much of that stuff going on in this Kingpin storyline, more than likely anyway. So why would they do this grounded Spider-Man 4 Kingpin story and release the movie between Doomsday and Secret Wars, essentially in between two major multiverse outer space likely shit type of events? You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. That wouldn't make sense to have a major multiverse event go on, then a grounded film, and then have him back up in fucking outer space in a big event. So if Spider-Man 4 dropping between these two major Avengers films is actually true, it's very likely that they are actually going to save the Kingpin storyline for after Secret Wars, and Spider-Man 4 might not be a grounded film. It might be some crazy shit, but you know, who knows what that will be. But as I said before, this is all rumors and speculation currently. What are your thoughts on all of today's news we went over? Do you hope they save the Kingpin story for after Secret Wars or not? And as well, do you want to see the symbiote in Spider-Man 4 or Secret Wars? With that being said, I want to hear your opinion, so make sure to comment down below so I can interact with you in the comments. Thank you for taking time out every day to click on this video. If you're new to the channel, I usually try my best to cover confirmations, rumors, leaks regarding Spider-Man media, and whatever else I'm interested in. So if that's what you're interested in, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 6K. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and check out my last upload at the top left. Hope you all have had a good day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.